Toastmaster Isha. With great power comes great responsibilities. With great power come great responsibilities, Toastmaster Isha.
What is that? Spider-Man. Well, I'll come back to it later. But before that, I want you all to close your eyes for a bit. Don't open until I say so. Imagine this. Picture a classroom, rows of desks, and all the way in the back, there's a girl who has mastered the art of being invisible. She doesn't talk to teachers, she doesn't talk to a lot of people. You may now open your eyes. That girl was me. And as this is my level 2 speech 1, I'll be telling about my past leadership roles and my leadership skills. And my first leadership role, it wasn't because I was brave. It wasn't because I was strong. It wasn't even because anyone actually believed in me. Well, it was because I was sorry. When I was in 4th grade, my class teacher made me the board leader. Just because I could just reach the top of the board to write the date. 5th grade, I changed schools. But guess what? I was still the board leader of the class. 6th grade, you know the answer. And then 7th grade, something happened. I still consider my 7th grade as the foundation year of my life. Because a new teacher got hired into our school, and apparently she was a class teacher. She didn't select the room. She scanned every student carefully and came towards me and looked at me. Not through me, not past me, but at me. She saw something in me that I never really saw. And then she went on to the middle of the classroom and then said, "Okay, students, I have decided the class leader for the year. The class leader will be Isha SU." I was like shocked. Because this is the first time in my life I've gotten some position rather than being the board leader of the class. I was surprised. And then 2 hours later, during the assembly period, the house faculty coordinator, who we call as the house mother for no reason, she went onto the stage to announce the house representatives of the house. And then she said, the house representative of Narada House for the academic year 2018-19 will be Isha. I was shocked. I was happy. I don't know why. I realized something. I came to school with nothing in my hands. And then I'm going with 2 responsibilities. I knew nothing about leadership skills. I knew nothing in communication. I fumbled. I stumbled in each and every meeting I went. But I learned. I grew through it. In my 9th grade, COVID hit. And then my house mother still managed to find me. She was like, "Isha, you don't want to be the house representative again." I was like, "Man." And then she somehow made me do it. If you think that being a house representative in the online segment was easy, just imagine a group of teenagers in online sitting through the screen. And I still thank God to this day that there was no 6, 7 or skippity toilet back in the days. I still thank God for that. 11th grade. I was officially a part of the student council at school. I was appointed as the sports vice captain, and then I enjoyed that, to be honest, because all the work were done by the seniors, so obviously we had to discuss it and discuss the events. 12th grade, the most disturbing and the most intense year of everyone's life. My PE teacher made me the sports captain of the school. And I was not just the sports captain, but the first ever female to ever have been in that position. My school was such a male-dominated school in those days. I was really happy. I was like, okay, yes, finally a freaking generation crisis. And then I thought maybe that was the end of my leadership roles in my school. And when I came to college, everything was new. And in first year of college, we had a form being sent to us in the Gmail for the student council inauguration. Okay, I was like, yeah, I'm going to fill it. I'm going to be a student council member. And then little did I know that BIT sends mail today if something's going to happen tomorrow. And just like that, baby fresher Isha missed a mail for the interview. She missed that really good opportunity of being in such a good position in such an institution like BIT. I regretted it. I regretted it every day when my friends were there. And then second year, I was under. I was just checking my mails every day. then I got the mail, I filled the form, and I got called for the interviews. Round 1, done. Round 2, done. Round 3, done. On a random Tuesday morning, I get this mail. Congratulations, Isha, for being appointed as the member secretary of the Student Council 2025-26. I was happy. I went running to my mom in the kitchen to tell that, and she was like, great job, Isha. I was like, so happy. Then the days just went by, and we had University Day last week. Standing on stage, receiving the award, felt like something. I mean, everything meant something. I was blessed enough to get 2 awards this time, one for my sports student council and the other for my sport. I was a sports body as well. And then I realized that there was another story to this. This year has been one of the most busiest, most intense years. I was constantly running from one responsibility to another. And I barely gave any time for my family. I missed trips, I missed moments, I missed memories that I would never cherish back. But I realized something. These are the times we should have some distractions. And my distraction was those process. And today, I'm still learning. I've taken up more roles in the future. I've made mistakes, but I've grown. But I won't stop. I will take on more roles in the future to improve my skills, to become a better version of myself. And growing up, we have all admired Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield, oh my god, he's an acting character. So he was just a normal guy. He was always wanting to be the better version of himself. He never really stayed at home to just do things that normal teenagers did. He showed up every time he got a chance. In the same way, I urge you all to show up every day for every event in your life. And today, I'm standing here as Isha SU, Member Secretary, Student Council, Vice Chairperson, IEEE, the Missionary Society, and Sergeant in Arms, Trivandrum International. I hope you all